Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. You're very welcome to the programme. And what you're looking at here is MONKSTOWN Castle, which is a very impressive castle in County Dublin. And it was built by the Cistercian monks in the 13th, 14th century. And the castle was granted to Sir John Travers by King Henry VIII in 1539 during the desolation of the monasteries. Now, John died on the 16th of May, 1562, and is buried in the churchyard, which is just across the way. But he lived in the castle from 1557 to 1562. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to take you into the churchyard because there's a lock on the gate, but I will be able to put the camera through the gate and just pan round and give you a wee bit of a flavour, at least, of the old graveyard, the old churchyard. But there's also a Cromwellian connection here, because during the Cromwellian period, the castle was granted to General Edmund Ludlow, who was Cromwell's master of horse in Ireland, and one of the signatories on the death warrant of King Charles I in January 1649. So Edmund Ludlow was born around 1617, and he died in 1692. So it's a very impressive castle, this, isn't it? I'll be able to show you a wee bit in here. If I can get my camera through. So this obviously is the gatehouse. But there's also a connection here with the 1798 rebellion as well. And also an old monastery, because in the graveyard there was a medieval monastery, and it was built also by the Cistercian order. Now, the building itself fell into ruin and was replaced by a church in 1668. And it was built by Edward Corker, and excuse the pun, but it was a corker back then, but today it lies in ruins in the graveyard. But in the 19th century, the building was actually used as a watch house to deter body snatchers. But as I say, there's also a connection here with the 1798 rebellion, because United Irishman Joseph Holt, who was born in 1756 and he died in 1826, is actually buried in there. So you can pause the video here and have a wee read of the information, if you so wish, of the castle. So Holt was the United Irish general. He was a leader of a large guerrilla force which fought against British troops in County Wicklow from June to October 1798 during the 1798 rebellion. And he was exiled to Australia in 1799, but he returned to Ireland in 1814. Look at the thickness of those walls, isn't that incredible? Now, Holt was one of 6 sons born to a County Wicklow farmer. And the strangest thing is, the Holt family were actually Protestant loyalists, believe it or believe it not, who arrived in Ireland as planters under King James I. So Holt joined the Irish Volunteers in the 1780s and was also to become involved in law enforcement as a sub-constable, a billet master for the militia, and a bounty hunter. And you can see a house there. A massive house. Now, he took part in the Battle of Vinegar Hill on the 21st of June 1798, which was a defeat for the United Irishmen, of course. But despite Holt's early loyalism, as it would seem, this didn't deter him from joining the Society of United Irishmen in 1797. And his house was burnt down by the militia of Fermanagh in May 1798. And of course, it was instigated by the local landlord, Thomas Hugo, who owed Holt a sum of money. So this is the graveyard here. Holt took to the Wicklow Mountains, of course, and gradually took a position of prominence among the United Irish, who were mostly Roman Catholics, mostly Roman Catholic rebels in that part of Ireland. So Holt, together with his younger rebel captain, Michael Dwyer, was a master of guerrilla warfare. Avoiding pitch battles, Holt led a fierce campaign of raids and ambushes against loyalist military targets in County Wicklow. So this is the graveyard, Brennan Cemetery, so I'll let you see inside here. However, the Midlands campaign to revive the rebellion was a disaster for Joseph Holt, and of course he was lucky to escape with his life back to the safety of the Wicklow Mountains. Moreover, when running low on gunpowder, he is said to have solved this problem by inventing his own concoction known as Holt's mixture, and he died in Kingstown, County Dublin in 1826. So this is the graveyard where he's buried, and where John Travers is buried. But unfortunately, we can't get in. But you can see a bit anyway. At least it gives you a wee flavour of it. So a big history here. Didn't know the castle was going to be here. That was fantastic. So thanks for watching, and God bless.